Hello everyone, welcome to Human Biology online at NNU. My name is Jamie Nixon and this is the course that you will be working through. All of the material is going to be on Canvas or in Connect. That is the McGraw-Hill website where you will utilize that to see your ebook, the textbook, as well as complete most of your assignments. All right, just as a quick introduction to the course, this is what you should see as a student, and you have a few course resources in this area here. This first one is the Connect login site. So you're going to go here to utilize the access code if you bought one, or you can actually buy the access to Connect directly here, and that will give you instantaneous access. And hopefully you already have your access code because you will need to get into it this week to complete assignments. Here is a discussion forum for general questions about the course. And then you have a couple of general links that apply to all students. And then we have week 1, which is Monday through officially Saturday because Sunday is a day off. But because I know some of you have crazy lives, I will actually allow assignments to be due on that Sunday. I may not do a whole lot, but you have that extra day just in case you want it. Below week 1, you will also see what are pre-course activities, just a quick welcome message which kind of tells you a little bit about myself, course expectations, Medicaid guidelines, important course information, the student introduction discussion forum, which is also actually in week 1, and then you're set. Most of the course expectation, Medicaid guidelines, that type of material is actually in the syllabus. So your first job really as a student is going to be to read the syllabus, make sure you take note of the information that is in there, and then simply start working through each activity here. All right, week 1 gives you an overview that I'm going to have this at every week. There will be a short devotion. This is a discussion forum that you can take part of or take part in if you would like. And then typically we're going to be going through 2 chapters each week. So this week we'll go through chapter 1 and chapter 2. Chapter 1 is a little more introductory type information to science in general. Chapter 2 is chemistry. Now, chemistry can be a very difficult subject. It is its own field, and you're taking human biology. Biology is also its own field. Unfortunately, though, biology wouldn't exist without chemistry. I'm more of a fan of biology than chemistry, but chemistry is fundamental to life. And so there's a fair amount of information in Chapter 2 about chemistry, but we're really going to focus more on ideas that you would see in common life, and then also the macromolecules, the carbohydrates, DNA, proteins, lipids, all right? Those are the type of, that is the type of chemistry that is more common to biology in general, and so that's what I'm going to hold you guys to. Each chapter should have objectives, right, which if you go through these objectives as you're reading the textbook and going through the PowerPoint notes, these objectives serve as your study guide for the exam. What you need to do well on the exams is to go through, create your study guide here, and memorize it. All right, and then you have we'll have the chapter lecture notes, and so this is a PowerPoint slide of the different material. You can look at them through here or this way, and then you also have the option of watching them with a voice over, with me talking you through the lecture notes. And because these lectures are basically mini lectures, 15 minutes long, there may be multiple lectures, and then I will also add some of these videos that you can find online. These are, as much as they may not seem it, these are professional videos. And so a lot of times the professional videos are just as good or better than what I can do. And so if they align with the information that I feel is important, as well as aligns with the information in your textbook, I may have you watch these short videos instead of me creating another one. Alright, I really do like this guy, so you'll see quite a few of his videos. And then there should be a discussion forum at the end of each week that will allow you to ask chapter-specific questions. Alright, if you want to know actually what is DNA, alright, you can write that, and I will respond to those questions. And you as students are perfectly welcome to respond to questions that your peers have made. And it really is a place for you to go to ask questions, to have discussion. If you're not understanding something, if somebody has a good example of a particular topic, you are more than welcome to add to this. All right, and then you will have a couple of assignments. For Chapter 1, because this is human biology, we're going to focus on human health, and one aspect of that are behaviors. All right, what kind of behaviors do we have as humans that affect our health, that affect our biology? So you can look through the information here, and in terms of assignments, all right, some people want to know, well, how much content am I looking for? Do I want a paragraph? Do I want lists? I want whatever's easiest for you to portray the information that I'm asking for. All right, this assignment is looking at an organ system. All right, and in your chapter or in your textbook, there's going to be a chapter for each organ system that we will work through. And this is where you get to take hold of your interest and do something specific to whatever you're interested in. And so let's say it's the cardiovascular system that you really like. And so you're going to choose an organ system from the list below and from your current knowledge of being a human. All right, what you've seen in the news, what you've read, you have loved ones who may have had health issues or whatever. I want you to compare and contrast the healthy and the diseased state of that organ system. So if we're focusing on cardiovascular system, maybe you or one of your parents has had or has high blood pressure. All right, so a healthy condition or state is daily activity, healthy eating, to help monitor high blood pressure, whereas the poor condition that directly leads to high blood pressure would be a high salt diet, high amounts of constant stress. All right, so here I'm not necessarily looking for correctness. All right, I'm not looking for you to go and research this. All right, I'm looking for where you're at now, and so I'm looking at content. Okay. In this case, a list is great, or a column type response, and then you're going to submit your text material as the assignment answer. And one thing that I don't want to see is just listing opposites. So pulmonary system, good is not smoking, bad is smoking. All right, that's not content. All right, there's other ways of looking at poor or good mind blank. Activities that are good for that system versus just not smoking and bad smoking. All right, so that's that assignment. And then Chapter 1, Connect. All right, so you'll see these, Chapter 1, Connect, Chapter 2, Connect, whatever. This is where you're going to have to log into Connect to look for that assignment and to complete it. And as you'll notice, the due date for this assignment is January 20th at midnight, 11:59. That is Sunday. Again, I do not expect you to work on Sunday, but if you don't want to work on Sunday, you have to complete it earlier. All right, Chapter 2 will open tomorrow. All right, and that's it for this week. So what you'll notice is that there is a lot of material this week. All right, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. This is a condensed course. It is 8 weeks, which means instead of going through one chapter a week in a normal Gen Ed level 16-week course, you're going to have to go through 2 chapters. So honestly, you're going to need to spend probably 8 to 12 hours a week on this class, depending on what your level of background is, how interested you are in this material. And in some cases, it may be a little more than that. The Gen Ed classes are very dependent on what grade you want, how much of this you've had previously, that type of thing. But you need to keep on track of the assignments. This is a very good class, very interesting, but you're going to get from it what you want from it. All right, so I'm excited to teach this class. I hope you're excited to be a part of it. The best way to get a hold of me is probably by email, or ask those course, ask a question here in the course Q&A discussion forum. I'm going to try to look at those at least once a day, but sometimes there may be a stretch of 30 hours before I look at it. I might look at it at 8 o'clock Monday morning, but then maybe forget about it Tuesday morning and then look at it Tuesday afternoon. So if it's very important, please email me, because I'm going to be monitoring that more closely, because I'm at my computer a lot. As far as face-to-face classes go, I'm going to be busy and more or less away from my computer Monday, Wednesday, Friday from probably 10:30 until 1:30. If you are a traditional student and want to stop by and ask questions, meet me in person, I would love that, because then I can have a face to your name as we may be emailing back and forth. And that's about it in terms of overall information. You do need to complete the student introduction discussion forum by Friday, all right, at 3 p.m. That indicates that you are actively a part of this class. If you have not completed that assignment by 3 o'clock on Friday, at 3:30 on Friday, I will be sending an email to the person who runs this class, and you might be dropped from the course. So hopefully you do know that class starts tomorrow, and you're good to go. So please let me know if you have any questions. I will probably be doing one of these overview videos each week, as well as this type of an overview for each week. And well, everything's kind of chaotic right now at the very beginning of the semester. I'm going to try to have at least 2 weeks open at a time. Week 2 may not be open quite yet, but I'm just getting a few final adjustments made to that. All right, again, please let me know if you have any questions, and looking forward to this semester.